Hi friends, welcome back to Our Family Cooks. My name is Allison and today we are going to be making peanut butter protein balls. They're amazing. Okay, the ingredients we will need is 1/2 cup raw unfiltered honey, 1 cup creamy peanut butter. You could also do crunchy if you like. Read your peanut butter ingredients. There's some that have sugar added, like high fructose corn syrup, molasses. So just make sure to get the no sugar added one. And then we need a cup of protein powder, 1 cup of quick oats, and 1/2 cup the mini chocolate chips. And we only need a couple items to make these. So you just need a bowl, a cookie scoop, spatula, and a mixer. We're using the handheld mixer. I, for years, just like armed this and used just a spatula to stir these all together. And I don't know why I wasn't like, oh yeah, I should use a mixer because it's 10 times easier and faster. So get a mixer, or if you don't have one, you can just use a spatula, but it's way easier if you have a mixer. First, we're gonna put in our dry ingredients. So we've got the quick oats up first. And the reason we use the quick oats, the rolled oats, you have to either cook them or like if you do overnight oats, they're sitting in milk and so they're kind of cooking that way overnight. But if we just threw these in here, we're not making these, they'd be like, you'd be able to taste them. They'd be like hard, like oat flakes. So you want to use quick oats. We have our protein powder. So 1 cup of protein powder. It's about, I have measured this before and it's about 4 of the scoops out of the container. So if you don't have a cup, you can just do like 4 scoops. Then we have our honey. Gonna pour this in here. One great thing about these is that you can really take it like on the go with you. They're super easy to transport. You can have them in a container, in a Ziploc bag. If you have kids, give them to your kids in the car. They won't be messy. Although I know kids can kind of make anything messy, but they shouldn't be. And then up we got our peanut butter. So I'm gonna throw that in there as well. And I really love these, just keeping them in the fridge. And like when I get like the afternoon snackies, I can have one. I work from home, but you know, you can take them in the office with you or wherever it is that you work. If you work out on the road, keep them in your car. We do store them in the refrigerator, just because otherwise they kind of tend to get really sticky. So the fridge like keeps them more in their ball shape. And we've got our chocolate chips. We'll switch over to our handheld mixer now. I am gonna scrape off some of this peanut butter just so I can get a bunch of it in there as much as possible. So I love peanut butter. And we'll go ahead and mix this up. And you really just mix until all of the peanut butter, honey, oats, protein powder are just all really incorporated. And so sometimes it takes a couple minutes. Could probably turn it up a little bit. These are looking pretty well done, so I'm gonna check them. And by doing that, I'm just gonna use my scoop to see if I can like form it into a ball and that they're at the good stage. But it looks, yeah, it looks pretty good. And you know, even if it wasn't, then you just pick your thing back up and start mixing a little bit. So actually I think we need to add a little more honey in this one, honestly. They're forming into balls, but sometimes when I roll them, they just kind of fall apart. So I'm gonna add some more honey and then they should be perfect. That's probably like a 1/4 of a cup. And then we'll see how we are from there. Oh yeah, this looks much better.
What did you see there?
Yeah, so it wasn't sticking together as well as I wanted it to. The oats were kind of falling apart when I was rolling it into balls, and it should be more combined and kind of sticky. You don't want it to be like, you know, it's like sticking all over your fingers and stuff, but that is cooking. Sometimes one recipe works and then the next time you make it, it doesn't, and you kind of have to improvise. So I think 3/4, if we would have done 3/4 cup of honey, it would have been perfect. We wouldn't have had to add any more because I did 1/2 cup in the beginning and then I'll have 1/4 of a cup again. So that's just something you learn and move forward from. Now that we've got these formed and all on our tray, we're gonna set them in the freezer for just like 20 minutes just to get them set up, and then we can put them in a container. While we wait for these to get out of the freezer, I am gonna do some dishes and like clean up the space. And thankfully there's not that many dishes, so that's a plus. Been about 20 minutes. We got the dishes done and the dishwasher started, so now we're gonna get these out of the freezer. So we got these out of the freezer, and the reason we put them in the freezer is just so they can set up. With the peanut butter and honey, those are sticky elements, so sometimes they tend to stick together before you put them in your container, so just to make it easier is why we do it. So I've got my glass container here already, so I'm gonna go ahead and start putting them in here. 24, 25, and 26. So pretty close to that 28. Some of the balls were a little bigger than, they weren't all perfectly circular. So yeah. Before we put these in the fridge, I'm gonna steal one. You can really taste the peanut butter and the honey. It's really good. And it's not too sweet. Like there's just a good kick of that honey in there to make this sweet, but perfect treat on the go. Enjoy, kids, family, adults, everybody. Yeah, these are good. I'm gonna keep this recipe forever.
I want one too, throw me one.
Okay.
Oh,
Good catch. Good thing you were in baseball.
oh yeah.
All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you thought, and come back again next time. Thank you.